While the movie hasn't been getting very good reviews and all that jazz, I actually thought 1517 to Paris, or as I call it, 3:17 p.m. to Paris, was pretty effective in its own way, illustrating the counter-terrorism, how they went through school and to the military, and their brotherhood sort of mentality helped try to stop a terrorist attack from happening on a French train was in its many ways effective. I wouldn't say it's as good as Gran Torino, but it definitely had many of its moments, and for a large part of the movie, I almost felt I was watching several films at the same time. I felt I was watching American Sniper at one moment, then The Hangover, and then something like out of a 1980s film like Stand By Me. I just felt I was watching a whole bunch of things all at once, and then one could even say Murder at the Orient Express or Taking Pelham 123 once the terrorist attack sequence comes in the film. It makes you feel like, oh, what's going to happen next? But we already know the story is that they stop them eventually and they're commended for their bravery by the Gouvernement du Français. But funny enough, I actually understood a large part of it because I also speak French as well, which also helps in that regard. I know a lot of people have been saying this movie doesn't work, why they had to use the real actors and real people who are behind the situation, but I don't really think that's a liability. By using the real actors, it gives it some authenticity and gives it some sort of power and strength to the story. It doesn't feel like it's too dramatized. I thought it was an effective tool that Clint Eastwood used, and I commend him for that. It is one of the first films of 2018 that I've seen, and I didn't really know much about it when I was going to see it, other than the fact that the film originally was R-rated for its scene of violence and bloody images, and there definitely is some graphic imagery and threat. I think the PG-13 that was given on appeal, it's a 15 in Britain, but in America it's PG-13, I think kind of helped it, especially because it's not a gruesome movie. It's not meant to be violent. It's meant to be heroic and patriotic. I think many Donald Trump supporters would appreciate a film like this, and they might even say, I don't want to go there. There's no room for politics in this type of conversation. If you want to see how a movie is with the real people behind the situation in it, give 3:17 p.m. to Paris a try. Because if you remember, Donald Trump would support it. That 15:17 does not mean 15 hours, 17 minutes if you're in the US. It actually means 3:17 p.m. It's just most people don't use the 24-hour clock system in America. They use it in everywhere else. But America and Canada don't.